Caution light is off as we get ready to go. Gary Donaldson on the point. Austin Johnson in the 98. Donnie Brown, Steve Dibben. Watch off of turn 4. Our starter. What do you think, Big Tony? He likes it. We're going green. Gary Donaldson takes that low groove off of turn 2, and he will lead the field. Here comes Johnson back, full head of steam. And car number 98 going to that top side. And we'll see how this pans out as they come for lap number 1. Lap 1 in the books. And it's Donaldson on the point. Johnson continues to run the momentum side way up the stairs as he runs in the number 2 spot, but he has got company. Here comes Donnie Brown in car 26 as we stay green. Don Mars, car number 9, trying to pull himself forward, and he is now into the top 3. And some very distinct lines for these drivers here tonight as Johnson is now reeled him in. Caught him going down the front straightaway. We'll see what the momentum does for the youngster here tonight. Yeah, boy! Austin Johnson lighting the candles in the 98. And I'm telling you, there's a cushion, but you miss it. You're only 3 inches from wall. And he takes over the lead in car number 98. Johnson leads, Donaldson in second. How do you like me now? Don Mars in third. Fourth place is Donnie Brown in car 26. Donaldson not letting Johnson get out of his sight as they charge back into turn 3. These two drivers are cream of the crop here tonight at Lakeside Speedway. Austin Johnson, car length lead off of turn 2. Donaldson dives right back to the bottom in turn 3. Don Mars watches this action. In car number 9, should these two start to tangle it up. And right now, it's that 98 machine getting a drive off of turn 2. But making the hay up is Donaldson in turn 3. But then when they come down the boulevard off of turn 4, look at the momentum again. 3 is good for Donaldson. 4 is good for Johnson. And look at him just continue to set a wild pace here tonight. Mars now going to have a handful of company. And we've got a caution flag out on the speedway. We've got one high up against the wall in turn 4. And it is Brother Johnson. There's the moose, Houston Johnson. And he sits up against the wall in turn number 4 as a caution flag flies. Just short of the halfway mark, 8 down, 12 laps remaining. Eight down, 12 to go in a very entertaining Grand National feature. And we'll send our records back up to turn 4 for the Moose. Houston Johnson in car 97. And he elects to try the bottom side. Don Mars will now be, well, in the catbird seat possibly as he sits in third. Can Austin Johnson hang on for 12 more laps here tonight? Will it be Donaldson? Will it be the 9 of Don Mars? We're going to find out here quick like as they roll back off of turn number 4 to the green flag. Here we go. Donaldson down on the bottom. It's a long ways around, but right there, Austin Johnson just jumps a cushion a bit in turn 2, gathers it up. And now we see Donaldson go upstairs. Well, monkey see, monkey do, possibly. As they come to the line, Mars runs in third. '75 machine making a bid now. Bud Wilson up on the wheel as Donaldson somehow looked like he hit the juice button. He is just checked out and leaving the field now, pulling away in car 28. Donaldson has definitely found something on that restart here tonight as he is pulling away from Austin Johnson, who runs in second. But it ain't over till it's over. And a battle now for second between Bud Wilson and Austin Johnson. And Wilson now will put the slider move on. Austin got it sideways up in turn number 4, but hangs on to third. Working a lap 13 here tonight. Gary Donaldson started on the pole and has not looked back. Bud Wilson in 75, a distant second. Austin Johnson in third. Don Mars in fourth. Starting to put the shine down here at Lakeside Speedway in night number 2. Donaldson, who was way at the bottom for those first 10 laps, has now decided upstairs is a quick way to go, and indeed it is. Now goes back to the bottom groove in 1 and 2. We'll see what he does in 3 and 4 as Bud Wilson is coming. That 75 car is reeling him in. I don't know if he's got enough once he gets there, but he is definitely making up some ground as they come back off of turn 4, your leaders here in our Grand National A-Main feature. Got a car spinning off of turn 2 and hold everything again. Well, you wanted it? We're going to give it to you. Another shot in his Grand National A-Main feature. As up front, Gary Donaldson in car 28D. 16 down, 4 laps now remaining. And Bud Wilson in car 75. He has come from 6th to the number 2 spot, as we need a push truck for car number 60 again here tonight. Again, James Blacken. And we will regroup, double up, 4 laps remaining. All right, survey says, let's take a show of hands. Those of you who can raise your hands right now yet. Gary Donaldson is your leader. How many think he's going to hang on for 4 more laps? I want to see. Don't clap, just raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, that's about 10. All righty, how many think Bud Wilson is going to sneak a win here? Huh? 3, 5, 2 hands, there's 7, it's tied. It's a tie. Yep, I'm a politician, I could see that. Thank you for your support. Mars, excuse me, and car number 9 will be on the inside. And I'm right on the edge of my seat. You paid for the whole seat. You're going to be on the edge of it before this is over. I know it. Right here at Lakeside Speedway. Gary Donaldson brings them back to the green flag. We're lit up and we're back underway. Wilson takes a low line. That didn't pan out. Don Mars now goes past Austin Johnson for third. As we come back to the start line again, hit on a little bit of a bobble that time for old Uncle Bud. But he remains in second, and we stay green flag racing.
I think I got his attention as I was talking.
Back off at turn 4. Donaldson continues to hold this field off. He's got 4 or 5 car lengths over that I-35 Speedway sponsored Bud Wilson. Back off at turn 2, tries to diamond a corner. He looked better when he did left or upstairs on the mat. We'll see what he does this time. Back down off of turn 4. White flag, and we've got one to go. This is it for all the marbles of bragging rights here at Lakeside Speedway. Gary Donaldson, here he comes. Oh boy, get ready, kids. Here comes Uncle Bud. Bud Wilson trying a slider job off of turn 4 down the boulevard. Oh, it'll be. Ha ha! Gary Donaldson by a car length. Oh, great racing. Bud Wilson comes home second. Don Mars third. And what a way to start out these A main features. We got parts laying in the front straightaway. But a big tip of the hat to all these Grand National drivers here tonight. And I thought Bud Wilson was going to pull it off. He drove it halfway to the pit area. And if it doesn't stick, it's checkers or wreckers. He had a great run here tonight. It don't get no better than that. I don't care what anybody says. You can go home and watch it 50 million times over. It was a dandy. It was a dandy, and congratulations to tonight's feature winner. A gun from the pole, Gary Donaldson in car 28D. Track champion here at Lakeside Speedway, and showing why, but he had to earn that paycheck here tonight. Look at the family coming. Yep, they're running. You think they ain't happy about this? The rest of the crew trying to keep up. There's the helmet coming off. And a $1,200 paycheck and that beautiful Kenny-style Seaberg muffler trophy goes to Gary Donaldson. Sat on the pole. Bud Wilson gave him a good, clean race. There he is, folks. Give him a nice hand. Your Sunflower Showdown Grand National feature winner, Gary Donaldson.
Your B-modified 25-lap main event lineup looks like this. Last night's winner, Yancey Shepard, is your pole setter in the 20T. To the outside, it'll be Brad Smith in the double-digit win category, once again in the 99 machine. Second on the inside, Mike Higgs in the 11. To the outside, it'll be Aaron Morant in the 70. Third row on the inside, Chad Clancy in the 21C, and to the outside, Randall Schiffelbein Jr. in the 11JR. Fourth row on the inside, doing double duty driving here tonight in the 1K out of Basel, Kansas. That's Tim Carrick, and to the outside, Tim Powell in the 21K. Fifth row inside will be J.C. Morton in the 18, and to the outside, Gene Claxton in the 42 machine. Sixth row on the inside, Matt Dorsum in the 3D. To the outside, Mason Daughters in the 55. Seventh row inside, Chase Austin in the 111 machine, and Nick Newton in the 3x3. Eighth row inside, Sean Strong in the 14 machine. To the outside, it'll be Roy Stanley in the 57S. Row 9, Troy Hovey, your national points leader, 476X. Inside of row number 9 to the outside, Carter Vandenberg in the 7. Jacob Bleese comes next inside of row number 10 in the 21 machine. And to the outside, out of West Plains, Missouri, Logan Martin in the 36M. Up next will be Toby Thompson in the 24T, and to the outside, Dakota Foster in the 5. Final row tonight here tonight. Jake Richards in the C9 machine, a previous feature race winner on a regular weekly race program here at Lakeside Speedway. And to the outside, Scotty Martin. Scotty certainly no stranger here to Lakeside Speedway, former Grand National driver here, and a two-time B-modified champion over at Valley Speedway in Grain Valley, Missouri. So certainly will be fun to watch Scotty try to progress through the field here. 25 big laps. Race director Todd Staley up here telling the guys, thank you for participating in this week's Sunflower Showdown presented by Kenny's Tile. Telling them to use their heads, 25 long laps, a big $2,000 paycheck awaiting tonight's winner. Off of 4, watch your cars, watch your flagman. We're looking for green. We have it. Here we go! Yancey Shepard trying to pick up where he left off last night with that upset victory in the final couple laps. He is your current race leader, and he brings the field into corner number 3 with Brad Smith. Chad Clancy now on the move, already up into that third spot. Aaron Morant's in the fence on the high side. We'll see if he has momentum. Lap number 1, too close to call. I believe it was Brad Smith. Brad Smith by 1,000th of a second led lap number 1, and he has a big lead now, about a 3-car length advantage down the back chute. Yancey Shepard will move back to 2nd. Chad Clancy moves up from 5th. Battling now here with Aaron Morant as they come side by side. Give that one back to Morant. Mike Higley now up into the 5th position. Higley making his way into the top 5. We have battles all over the speedway. Deep into the field, Chase Austin, Gene Claxton back there, as well as Troy Hovey. Jacob Bleese in the mix as well as they try to get things sorted out. Check out Jake Richards trying to figure out a way to get up front, as well as Scotty Martin still mired way back in traffic. But meanwhile up front, it's all Brad Smith, the Brad Smith Show once again here tonight in the 99. Aaron Morant now trying to come to life, using up that high side as well. Good battle side by side here with Mike Higley down on the low side, Chad Clancy up high. Higley in the pink and white 11. Trying to get up into that 4th position with Clancy up high. Clancy holds on to 4th. Higley is 5th. Now about a half a straightaway lead advantage for Brad Smith over Yancey Shepard. Best battle still continues to be Chad Clancy and Aaron Morant. 2 distinctly different lines by those 2 drivers. Arick, Missouri and Smithville, Missouri going at it here for our B-modified main event. Again, $2,000 going home to the victor here tonight at Lakeside Speedway. The front 6 or 7 cars now begin to spread themselves out just a little bit. See J.C. Morton working the low side back here as a yellow flag is out for the first time tonight. Yellow flag flies for the first time in our B-modified main. Debris down the front chute. You can kind of see it if you're up high enough here. We have some debris down the front straightaway. It puts us under caution flag here for the first time this evening. Six laps officially scored. 6 laps down of our 25 scheduled. There'll be 19 laps remaining as you see the safety crew taking care. Looks like some chunks of rubber, whatnot. Here might be a little bit hot there as we see one official deciding the better of picking that up by his bare hand. So Brad Smith, Yancey Shepard, Aaron Morant, Chad Clancy, Mike Higley, your top 5 so far. Then the 1K of Tim Carrick. He will restart Delaware double file restart style behind race long leader Brad Smith. And yes, Brad did lead that opening lap by 1,000th of a second. That's about as close as you can get here over Yancey Shepard. So again, 6 laps down, 19 to go. Brad Smith, Morant, Yancey Shepard, Chad Clancy, Mike Higley, Tim Carrick out there among your top 6. Looking for the green once again. Green material waves in the air. We are back underway. Smith with a big boost off of corner number 4 will bring him down into 1 and continue on here 6 laps into the B-Mod main. Look at J.C. Morton takes it 4 wide to gain positions down the back straightaway. We got them all shaken up back in the back here. J.C. Morton really made that work to his advantage now. J.C. Morton up to the 6th spot. Morton gained 3 positions by going 4 wide down the back straightaway. One spinner down here on the corner number 4. Tim Powell goes around. He pulls to the infield. Looks like his night has come to an end. So tough break there for Tim Powell. The man on the move, though, in this one happens to be J.C. Morton out of Springfield, Missouri. J.C. now currently going for 6th position. Mason Daughters and him get together down the back chute. Daughters, smoke flies. Could be problems now on the 18. The 18 and the 55 got together. Looks like that's going to cost both of those drivers now nearly a disastrous situation there on the back straightaway with Mason Daughters and J.C. Morton as those two cars got together off of corner number 2. All right, here we go. Once again, looking for the green. We have it. Green is out. Back underway. Brad Smith now darts down to the low side. Not sure if he's trying something new out there or not. We'll keep an eye on that situation. Still, Morant and Yancey Shepard duking it out back here for the 2nd and 3rd positions. Mike Higley now goes to the extreme high side. He'll bring Chad Clancy with him up there as well. Tim Carrick way up on the high side trying to find some momentum. Carrick has a good run. We'll keep an eye on him down the front chute. Carrick darts down to the low side. Tried to keep the rest of those competitors, including Schiffelbein, Chase Austin, Hovey, as well as Nick Newton and Jacob Blease, all of those drivers jockeying for position here as Morant now drops to the low side and Smith goes upstairs to try to find grip off of 4. Aaron Morant now back into that 2nd spot. Yancey Shepard into 3rd. Higley in 4th. Chad Clancy all by his lonesome on the low side in 5th. Carrick there in 6th. Chase Dawson 7th, Schiffelbein 8th, Hovey 9th, and Nick Newton in 10th. So far, that is your top 10 as we continue to click laps off here tonight. Coming around for lap number 11 right here. Lap 11 coming at you. You see that black streak right in the middle of the entry on corner number 1 there, and you see grip down low and, of course, grip up high up on that cushion. Those drivers have a couple different choices here as we get deeper and deeper into this one. Check it out up on the high side, extreme high side. Several cars nearly putting the right rear quarter panel right on the fence. Carrick gets way high coming off of 4. And Tim Carrick now will move inside the top 5. So put Carrick up to 5th. Higley is reeling him in. We've seen this many, many times at many different tracks throughout the season. Old Higgs and Brad Smith going to duke it out here as we get deeper and deeper into this one. Higley now to 2nd, Morant back to 3rd. Yancey holds on to 4th with Carrick coming now. Carrick moves up into that 5th position. He started this one back in 7th, so he's gained 2 spots. Jake Richards now started this one pretty much tail back, 23rd on the field. He has made his way up to 12th, so he's gained 11 spots. We'll keep an eye on the C9 of Richards as Higley methodically reels in race leader Brad Smith, and Higley's got a run. He had a run, but Smith shuts the door on him. Mike Higley up on the high side, and Mike Higley now will dart down to the low side with Smith up high. Higley can't quite grip it down there through the middle lanes and goes back to the high side. He'll chase Smith to the line once again. Here comes Carrick picking up another spot. Put Tim Carrick up to the 4th position there at lap number 14. So coming around, there'll be 10 more laps remaining this time by. 10 to go. It's a 10-lap dash to the finish for a $2,000 paycheck here tonight during the Sunflower Showdown presented by Kenny's Tile at Lakeside Speedway. Brad Smith with 10 to go is your leader. Higgs, Morant, Carrick, Yancey Shepard, Chad Clancy, Chase Austin, Schiffelbein, Hovey, all up there. And Jake Richards now breaks it into the top 10. Here comes Jake Richards. But we got to turn our attention once again back to the leader. Oh, no, Higley spins all by himself. Got down there pretty heavy, and he is right in the middle of the lane with all the guys coming at him as they look out, try to get out of the throttle here. Some nerve-wracking moments there as Mike Higley was stuck right in the middle of the field with all the guys coming at him. You know, his heart was about ready to pound out of his chest. You know, he's mad at himself for spinning the car as he was going for the lead. Tough break for Higgs, Mike Higley. All right, 17 laps officially scored, 17 down, 8 remain, just 8 more laps. What do you think, fans? Can Tim Carrick pull it off here tonight in the B modified? He's coming. Carrick started this one back in 7th. He is now up to 3rd. It could be an all-new race. It appeared to me that Brad Smith's car might have been going away just a little bit. He was unable to maneuver corners 1 and 2 just as good as he had been earlier throughout the race. He was dominant earlier on. Looks like the car might have been going away. However, when you get on these caution periods, it's an all-new race because you never know what's going to happen to these tires. They could glaze over. They get cold. The heat doesn't stay in them. We'll see what happens here. Delaware double file restart style. Next time around, we'll go one more time around before we get things back underway again. 17 down, 8 to go. We're looking for our material green to wave in the air. We have it. Here we go. Aaron Morant that time with a great run. We'll see if he can do anything with Smith up on the high side. Smith down low. Morant's going to take to the high side, and will he have the head of steam to get it done? Not quite, as Yancey Shepard now reclaims the spot. Here comes Aaron Morant. Pulls the slider. He's going to go right for the wall. Morant too hard on the throttle. Gets into the wall. Now we'll have to keep an eye on that car to see if he received any damage that could be cutting down one of those right side tires. So Aaron Morant just couldn't get the car woed down. He looked good there for a moment. Yep, your national point leader right there started 17th, currently 5th. We got 2 of them side by side again off corner number 4 as Carrick tries to hang on to a top 3 position. Troy Hovey in that 476 back there from 17th into the top 5. He's going for more. Hovey's going to try to get up there and battle Carrick and Yancey Shepard as Hovey sticks it down to the low side. You see Chad Clancy way up on the high side as well as Carrick, and Brad Smith continues to lead. Hovey nearly gets into the cone down there in the corner, and he's able to gain a position as we get deeper and deeper into this one. Just completed lap number 20. So coming around to complete lap 21, just 4 to go this time around when the guys cross the line. And Moran is right there once again. He doesn't quite enter as heavy as he did just a couple laps ago and backs out of it a little bit. That will allow Brad Smith to retain his lead. Good battle tonight here in our B modifieds. Don't look now, but Jake Richards now up to the 6th spot from 23rd to 6th. Jake Richards, he may run out of time, but what a run he's had here tonight. Just a handful of laps to go for Smith, Morant, now Carrick. Carrick looks to take over 2nd spot. He may have just edged him out at the line there, put Tim Carrick up into the 2nd position. Hovey back there in 4th. Yancey Shepard hanging on to 5th, but he's got Jake Richards knocking all over his door back there in the 6th spot, trying to move up into the top 5. Chad Clancy now slips one back to 7th. Jacob Blease back there in 8th. Nick Newton 9th. Schiffelbein in 10th. Tim Carrick has just a couple more laps to try to reel in race long leader Brad Smith, who's going after win number 15 on the year and a $2,000 paycheck here tonight at Lakeside Speedway. Can he get it done? We're waiting for the white flag to fly. Carrick lost a little bit of ground right there, and Morant will try to reel him back in. You see the white flag flying this time around. 1 to go. Brad Smith, can he get it done? Carrick currently crosses the line in 2nd, Morant 3rd. You see that right side damage on Aaron Morant's machine. Hovey back there in 4th. Jake Richards now has made his way into the top 5 in 5th. But for the final time, into corner number 3, you'll see him ease it in there, up on that high side. And the number 99, Brad Smith, brings it off of corner number 4, win number 15, and a $2,000 paycheck to Belton's Brad Smith. Tim Carrick in 2nd, Morant 3rd, Troy Hovey in 4th, Jake Richards 5th, Yancey Shepard 6th, Jacob Leese in 7th, Chad Clancy 8th, Nick Newton 9th, and Schiffelbein Jr. wraps up your top 10. An exciting way to finish up our B modifieds here tonight. Jake Richards, a run of the night here, just flat ran out of time from 23rd to 5th. Couldn't catch up. Todd Staley, our race director, telling the guys, great job here tonight. Good racing here in our B modifieds. We would expect nothing less from these USRA B modifieds. They have been putting on great race programs all season long at about every track they compete at. An exciting points battle going on with these guys as well. Troy Hovey comes away with a strong 4th place finish here tonight from 17th on the field at Lakeside Speedway. Heartbreaker there for Mike Higley. We do want to remind everybody, Mike in honor of his 3 family members stricken by breast cancer, is selling those breast cancer awareness shirts for just $15 a piece, and all of the proceeds go to breast cancer awareness. So thank you, Mike Higley, for doing that. He and race long leader here, Brad Smith, had a heck of a battle there. Unfortunate break for Higgs, but Brad Smith out of Belton, Missouri brings it home here tonight. There he is, fans. Brad Smith out of Belton, Missouri brings it home. $2,000 tonight, taking that money back to Belton, Missouri. Well into the double-digit win category, wants to go for 20 wins. He's got just about 5 more to go to get there. Brad, congratulations on your latest win tonight, coming with a $2,000 paycheck at Lakeside Speedway. And Lon Elke, what a race we saw there tonight with our USRIB modifieds. Again, I have to say, if that's any prediction of how the rest of the night's going to go, we are in for a whale of a night.
You ain't a kidding, and look at that. The sponsorship on board from Kenny's Tile. And we couldn't be happier again here tonight. As congratulations to that 99 team as they are in victory lane celebrating for the inaugural event of the Sunflower Showdown here at Lakeside Speedway. Factory stock A main will be coming up next, and we're going to find Brett Heater on the pole in the 05 with Justin Seifert in the 37. Jerry Schmidt in the 11X inside of row number 2, again with Joe Smith Jr. in car 56. Row number 3, it will be Victor Trevino, the 21V, with Dean Ray in the 18W. Row 4, it's Mark Carter in car 10 and Clint Hedge in the 05. Row number 5 is Bobby Tavis III in the OT with Kevin Anderson in the 417. Row 5, it's Bear Christie in the 303 and Robert Rayborn in the 23. Zach Henry in the 97Z with Jake Conley in the 68. Brad Deary in the 37D with Devin Irvin in the 67. Row 9 is Brandon Penegar in the 15B and Brad Whitney in the X9. To row 10, it's Philip Snodgrass, the 33, and Jamie Curlis in the 33. Terry Schmidt will start row 11 in the B1 with Lucas Conley in the T2. David Holcomb will start row 12 on the inside in the 46 with Jeremy McConville in the 45J. That is your lineup again for our factory stock A main feature. Green flag, hammer down, we're underway. Into turn 1, they're side by side. 2 by 2, now making it 3 wide as they head back down the chute. And it's Brett Heater. That 05 machine takes it right up by the wall as they come off of turn 4 for lap number 1. Heater leads, Seifert in second, Jerry Schmidt is third. Now Seifert to the inside. Schmidt has to pedal it up. And look out, we've got action down the back straightaway and a major mishap here tonight in our factory stock A main as we have got the track blocked. And pick a car, pick a number, they're probably stuffed there somewhere as we are red flagged in tonight's factory stock feature. Well, we see the 417 involved, the X9. Brad Whitney. Kevin Anderson, look at the damage to these machines even sitting on the front straightaway. We can pass along, the driver is okay here tonight. The land is certainly good news, but our records are going to be busy again here tonight in a cleanup for this factory stock feature. But he has got everybody stacked with him now as they light him up another time. Fire him, and we're back underway. Jerry Schmidt, the 11X, looking inside off of turn 2. Well, he's there. We'll see what he does now as they hustle into turn 3. Schmidt on the inside, Heater on the outside. off of turn number 4. Side by side, wheel to wheel. They continue to have contact farther back. As they come to the start line, we're green flag. Heer with their momentum, but that 11X car gets one whale of a drive off of turn 2. Back into turn 3, another lap. 20 laps of distance. Heer this time skates up the hill, unable to get that car to stick at the bottom. Heer leads, and Jerry Schmidt falling back into second. Now Schmidt goes back upstairs and will follow the field through as the top 4, top 5 now get single file on that high groove back into turn 3. Look out, problems in turn 4. Got a car around. We'll see if this will bring the caution, and indeed it will. Caution flag is back out for turn 4. Okay. So the 15B car off the pace off of turn 2. Again, Brandon Pennegar in the 15B. And we've got another car, and they fire back up. So it looks just to be a push truck required on the back straightaway as car number 10. Again, getting shuffled around again, Mark Carter. Good to go. 2 by 2. Brian Heer shoots down to the bottom off of turn 4, and we're back racing. Heer right up by the fence, and he is running the wheels off of that with Jerry Schmidt in the number 2 spot. Again, Justin Seifert sits in third as they're 3 wide again, exiting turn 4. Nice and easy, boys. They were playing a little rough, but now they back off the throttle. The 56 car getting another run, Joe Smith Jr. As it's all up front now, opening up the advantage. Brett Heer, your leader. Heer, Schmidt in 11X. Run first and second. Seifert remains in third. The 303 machine, Bear Christie, trying to make a move as they come off of turn 4. He's going to make a move all right because car number 10 is going to move him. Mark Carter storming back to the front. Green flag racing, but it is a log jam. Oh boy, into turn 3, off of turn 4. That looked better. Somebody's got to get out of it. And right now, it's been give and take. And right now, there's a lot more give, believe it or not, than take. The top 3 have breaking away. And Brett Heer from this field, I mean, they're breaking away. That's what they're doing. Oh boy, hang on. Bump, bump, bang, and we're off. Let's hope for the last time. Brett Heer off of turn 4 again to the green flag. Here we go. Heer down the back straightaway. Jerry Schmidt in the number 2 spot. Justin Seifert, look out. Red flag. As cars over again, hit it on in turn number 3. So Mark Carter, car number 10, on his roof. Again, some hard contact by drivers hit it on. We've got him on the back side of the wall. And again, the 303 car right now, Bear Christie, taking the brunt And we are red flagged. And again, as soon as we receive any word from down trackside, we'll pass along. But again, we are red flagged again here tonight in our factory stock A main. Well, we can report Joe Smith Jr. in car 56 it out of his car and okay here tonight. And we wait to receive word. And now we can report both drivers are out of their cars and okay here tonight. Race fans, give these drivers a big hand. A tough way to end a season here in our factory stock class at Lakeside Speedway, but thankfully all drivers are okay here this evening. All drivers are okay in our factory stock feature. Tony watches, gives a green flag, and we're back racing. Top three will follow each other to the high side off of turn 2. Clint Hodge now, the 05 car, to number 4 spot. As Head's trying to make some movement on that bottom groove off of turn 4. Hedge hangs on to 4th. Now gets a run on the inside of Seifert for the number 3 spot. Clint Hedge, car 05. Seifert not letting him get away just yet as he pulls back by a car length into turn number 1. And pulling away, it's Brett Heater, the 05 car. Biggest advantage he's had of the night. At Jerry Schmidt in the 11X in the number 2 spot as they continue to run green flag laps here at Lakeside Speedway. An action-packed factory stock event, to say the least. And everybody right now, after seeing that incident, pretty well behaved. Seifert gets it into the fence, the 37 car. But it's just like a Timex. It takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And tick, 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 boom. Who will be the next recipient to say hi to Lakeside Speedway Concrete? They are testing it hot and heavy. And so far, the wall has had the advantage. Brett Heater started on the pole and has not looked back from the drop of the green. He's had some close racing earlier, but right now he has got the cruise on. Schmidt in second. Good race for the number 2 spot with Justin Seifert in car 37. White flag this time by. 1 to go. Brad Heater down into turn number 1. Puts the car up on the cushion. Now brings it down the back straightaway. One final lap. Our factory stock A main. And that $1,200 paycheck setting his way as he'll bring it off of turn 4 to the checkered flag. Brett Heater winning the factory stock feature. Jerry Schmidt will come home second in car 11X, followed by Justin Seifert in car 37. So a wild one, to say the least, here on night number 2 for the Kenny Style Seaberg Muffler event. And we're now got one more to go here this Thursday evening, and it will be our modified A main qualifier. But we'll bring Brett Heater around to victory lane again here at Lakeside Speedway. So the 05 crew is waiting to go across and to congratulate their winner as he pulls up front at Lakeside Speedway for that feature win. Wait for him to get the helmet off, the belts come flying, and here comes the crew. They've been waiting forever to get here. And they have got themselves a factory stock A main. As he climbs out, folks, give him a nice hand. I think he's happy. Brett Heater from the pole takes the 20-lap A-main. And congratulations to Brett and family and crew. Great job. Good run. And a good, clean race car. Again, in victory lane here at Lakeside Speedway, as we've got one more A-main to go here this evening. Make room for everybody. There's some hardware. And that's going to look pretty proud in the shop. I bet you this one even gets in the house. That is one sweet trophy from Kenny's Tile. Again, the inaugural event. You'll remember this one at Lakeside Speedway.
All right, thank you very much, Lon. Take a breather there real quick. We'll get through the lineup, and then we'll double tag team the feature event here tonight for our USRA USMTS Modifieds. We want all the drivers to keep all four on the ground here tonight as we get through the program. Your lineup looks like this: 20 big laps tonight, 6 more cars to lock themselves into Saturday night's 10,000 to win race. Your pole setter out of Springfield, Missouri in the GRT, it'll be Terry Phillips in the 75. To the outside, Ryan the Reaper Gusson just missed making the cut last night. He's going for it again here tonight. He'll start outside of row number 1 in the 19R. Second row on the inside, 14 wins on the season. 5 of those wins coming right here at Lakeside Speedway. The last one, the Carrick Memorial. That is Darren Fuqua out of Mayetta, Kansas in the 87. Jeremy Payne is a previous race winner here at Lakeside Speedway with the USMTS, and he'll start 4th tonight in the GRT 186. Your current and new USMTS Modified champion is Rodney Sanders out of Happy, Texas, and he will start inside of row number 5 tonight. To the outside, Tim Setzer out of Archie, Missouri in the 51. Row number 4, Mark Chapman, one of your Lakeside regulars here tonight, flying the banner for the hometown boys in the 34. And to the outside, Travis Sora out of Elizabeth, Minnesota. Inside of row number 5, second in USMTS points this year, Johnny Scott in the 1ST. And to the outside, third in overall US area points, currently Matt Dotson in the 88D. Row 6, Logan Martin in the 36M. And to the outside, Brian Rowland out of Woodward, Oklahoma in the 20R LG2. Row number 7 in the inside, it'll be the 00 of Jim Moody with 11 wins this year at 3 different racetracks. He's in a GRT 00. To the outside, former USMTS champion and big money winner this year, Jason Hughes in the 12. Row number 8 inside, Trevor Hunt in the 99H, coming off as Rookie of the Year and fast time here tonight. And to the outside, second in USRA national points, Johnny Allen in the 98. Row number 9 out of Wellston, Oklahoma, United Cellular Bell Gas Hughes, sponsor number 85. Tom Tillison Jr. And to the outside, Ken Schrader out of Concord, North Carolina, driving a Venom chassis here in the number 9. Row number 10, Shad Batter out of Bates City, Missouri in the 73B. He's in a GRT machine. To the outside of him with 3 wins on the season, 3 wins this year on the season out of Nevada, Missouri. That's John Sheets in the 8S. Row 11, Josh Everhart in the 21J. And to the outside, Brian Franz in the 86 out of Halstead, Kansas. Row number 12 on the inside will be Luke Driscoll in the 39, and to the outside, Justin Johnson out of Gardner, Kansas in the 7J. Bubba Harvey comes to us in the next row. Row number 13 on the inside, he's in the 3, and to the outside, 3-time Lakeside champion, Tim Carrick in the 1K. Our 14th and final row, Lance Town out of Lewisburg, Kansas in the 21, and Johnny Bone Jr. looking for his first ever Lakeside win here tonight. Lon, it's going to be a good one here as we settle it up. 6 more cars locking themselves in.
Indeed, for tomorrow night. And then them last chance qualifiers, but again, 6 drivers will be locking themselves in, and you have got some hitters up front. Terry Phillips on the pole, the Reaper, Ryan Gusson, Fuqua, Payne, Sanders, Schaffman. It's a pick-em on this deal. Johnny Scott had a very good car here early, and as we said, Trevor Hunt coming out of the B feature, setting fast time here tonight. And we'll watch for that 99H car to come to the front, but it is going to be a tough one for everybody. Jason Hughes there in the 12 car, the brand new GRT for John Ellen. Car number 98, and Kenny Schrader wanting so bad to make his way into this one here tonight. We'll see what happens.
And Schrader looking a lot better, certainly, than last night. He really struggled with the setup and everything last night. Looks like they caught on to something here. He's got his Venom chassis teammate, Darren Fuqua, leading the way here, starting inside of row number 2. It's going to be a great event. 20 big laps to decide it. And again, 6 more cars will lock themselves in. Lon Elke, get us underway here tonight as we set sail.
Terry Phillips, TP, will put the Don Babb Motorsports to work, and the Gressel Racing. The Hughes Chassis Mullins power plant of the Reaper. The motors pick the pace up now. They have it on the hammer, and we're back underway.
Little bit of a spread out start there, Lon, as we get things underway. Terry Phillips and Jeremy Payne, two different GRTs leading the way with Ryan Gustin up on the high side. Down the back chute, Gustin goes where he's familiar, to the high side early on in this one. Lap number 1, Lon, bring him down.
If he doesn't spark the wall in one lap here tonight, it's a miracle. As we've got trouble again off of turn 4.
Oh, big trouble here, Lon.
Fuquay's car gets wrapped, and he goes over. And we are red flagged again here tonight in our modified feature.
Tough break here for Darren Fuquay, and that Venom chassis gets it upside down right here off of corner number 4 early on tonight under red flag here at Lakeside Speedway.
So again, as we tend to him in a somewhat an easy roll, but again, Fuquay unfortunately here tonight. Johnny Scott in the 1ST car. We've got more cars sideways. We'll try and pick up the numbers. We see car 3 stopped as well. As we are red flagged right off the get-go here tonight in this A-Main qualifier here at Lakeside Speedway.
Looks like Travis Sawyer also involved down there. Jim Moody in the 00. Also Logan Martin in the 36 machine also involved in this one down here. A pair of locals there restarting this one in row number 3 with Tim Setzer and of course Mark Chapman in the 34 machine. Lights are going out, Lon. Finally we're going to get this thing going again.
Don't say that. The caution lights are going out. Let's hope the lights stay on.
Mike's over there shaking his head, so yeah.
He's always shaking his head when I'm talking. I don't know why. He fell off his ladder. He's been grounded. Let's see if we can put 20 down. Terry Phillips, Ryan Gustin, Jeremy Payne, Rodney Sanders, your top 4, and we'll give it a second try. Back to the green flag they come.
It's GRT Hughes, GRT, MB Customs, Hoffman. The 5 chassis represented up here inside the top 5 as they take them down into corner number 1. A lot of smoke coming off the 00 of Jim Moody.
We'll keep an eye on Moody, and here comes the Reaper. Ryan Gustin on the outside. See ya, Terry Phillips. Gustin getting a better start this time.
Lon, I'm not sure if you caught that off of corner 4, but they were 5 wide coming off of 4 here just now. Incredible runs back here deep in the field from about 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th on back.
And right now comes Rodney Sanders looking on the inside of Jeremy Payne. Pulls back in line as the top 4 single file with Sensor now coming into 5th. Here comes Jason Hughes in 12.
Gustin wasted no time to get out there and lead this one like he's done so many times over his career. 2-time United States Modified Touring Series champion. He's got the lead up front. Terry Phillips, Jeremy Payne, and Rodney Sanders inside the top 4.
Gustin now, the Gressel Racing Mullins power plant up front. Phillips will take that bottom groove now in turn number 1. Payne remains 3rd. Sanders is 4th. And right now, Jason Hughes climbing the ladder. He's the top 5.
Don't look now, but Hughes is up to 5th, and that is from his 14th starting position. Lon Elke, yellow flag will fly. We have some debris up in corner number 2. Big piece of metal up in corner number 2. Lon is going to put us under our latest caution here tonight as we clicked off a few more laps.
4 laps down, as a matter of fact. 16 laps remaining as Ryan Gustin in a Gressel Racing iBox brings McCartney Welding 19R car out of Marshalltown, Iowa. Will bring the field back around with Phillips, the Don Babb Motorsports, Jeremy Payne, and the Randy Davidson Trucking Brian Birch Motorsports car 186. And then you see Rodney Sanders in car number 20, Jason Hughes in car 12 with 4 laps down.
You know, Lon, there's a pair of drivers in this particular race that, if everything went their way this weekend, could walk out of here with 18 grand in their pocket by sweeping features throughout the modifieds and the late models. I believe if I've added that correctly. 8 and 10, it'd be $18,000
$18,000
if somebody could do that. And we're talking about Ryan Gus and, of course, Terry Phillips. Terry Phillips graces the latest cover of Dirt Late Model magazine, coming off that win in the Topless 100.
Yep.
We'll see what he can do here tonight in the modified.
Indeed, he's always very competitive, and we will see what'll happen, but a long ways to go in that. There's no gimmies. Nobody's going to just pull over and let you have a spot. You're going to earn your way through this deal, and when it comes to that 10 grand on Saturday night, it is going to be a burner. No doubt about it. Top 5, as we said, from his position of 14th, and he's very capable as well. As they fire him up another time, here we go.
And that time, Jeremy Payne stays right with them. Lon, they're 3 wide entering corner number 1. Looks like Jeremy Payne has the momentum, but will Gustin fight back down on the low side? It'll be interesting to see what line he takes. Just on the backside, he wanted to go high, but Payne was there. He couldn't get it done. Jeremy Payne will look to lead this time by. We'll see if he can hang on to it. Yes, Jeremy Payne will be your new race leader this time.
Payne, your leader. Gustin back to second. And for a minute there, I thought he had the bulldozer blade on. He was ready to shove him down to turn 3. As Jeremy Payne, the Brian Birch Motorsports leading Gustin in second. The race now for third between Phillips and Sanders.
As we see the 21J of Josh Everhart pulling to the infield, his night comes to an end. They're 3 wide back here, Lon, for that second spot. Great race back there. Look at that MB Customs number 20 trying to stick down on the low side. Slipped up just a little bit that time, but that allows Jason Hughes to come around.
You got to pedal these things just a bit. These guys will eat you alive. As Phillips way up the hill in car 75 followed him through. Gustin saws the front end off of Jason Hughes' car 12 as he shuts that move. And here comes Sanders again. 3 wide off of turn 2.
Jason Hughes is going to split him, Lon, there, and he's going to look to take 2 positions. He got around Gustin. Now he's trying to maneuver his way around the MB Customs number 20 of Rodney Sanders. Jason Hughes from 14th now to 3rd.
This will make the boys get on the wheel as they go back into turn number 1. Scott on the inside, Hughes in the middle, and Gustin right up by the wall again now. Jason Hughes will pull up into 3rd.
And Lon, if you got to watch races after midnight, this is the place you want to be right here. These guys still 3 wide in multiple. We got them 3 wide behind the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place cars. Look at this battle with Setzer back here along with John Sheets as well.
Great racing all the way around here tonight. And right now, Jeremy Payne just making a shambles of this. That New Vision Graphics, Roush Yates power plant in the GRT. The Integra Ray Shock package back into turn number 1, your leader.
And Travis Sawyer having a nice night here tonight, Lon. He's currently running 6th. And again, they're 3 wide with Setzer, Sheets, and Sawyer all battling there just outside of the top 5, battling out 6th, 7th, and 8th. On back from there, Tom Tillison Jr. and Tim Carrick now trying to come forward as well with Trevor Hunt.
Exactly. The cream of the crop to the front of this one here tonight. As Jason Hughes continues his charge from 14th to 3rd. Phillips in 2nd. And they all chase car 186, Jeremy Payne, your leader.
And this will be lap number 12 this time around, Lon. So just 8 laps to go after this one. 12 down, 8 remain. Does anybody have anything for Jeremy Payne here tonight? He's once again looking strong here at Lakeside, where he has previous victories here with the USMTS.
Well, he's going to be coming up on lap traffic pretty quick like, but the way that thing is motored around here, he'll dispose of them like nothing.
Really impressed back here with the run by Travis Sawyer and young John Sheets as well. Both of those drivers well into the top 10. They put Tim Setzer behind them, and they've got a well of a battle going on with themselves. Sawyer and Sheets going at it about for 7th and 8th position.
Indeed, as Sanders now falls back just a bit to Gustin, who runs in 4th. Jason Hughes in 3rd, Terry Phillips in 2nd. And a leader continues to be JP Jeremy Payne.
And Jeremy Payne's approaching that lap traffic now. First to go a lap down will be Bubba Harvey. Then Mark Chapman just in front of him. Looks like Lou Driscoll as well will go a lap down here as we get deeper and deeper into this one. Jeremy Payne, your current race leader.
Payne off of turn 4. Nice and easy. As again, the All-Geyer sponsorship on board with that New Vision Graphics, the Brian Birch Motorsports, Randy Davidson Trucking. And Jeremy Payne just plain clicking them off here at Lakeside.
Payne keeps it clean there, coming up on the high side off of corner number 4. This will be lap 16. We're really clicking them off now, Lon. Just 4 laps to go. If they got to move, they got to do it now. Phillips is trying to do everything he can to catch them in lap traffic.
Might be, but I don't see it happening right now. Phillips dives back to the inside of turn 4 as he will now run it back up to the fence, and Jason Hughes unable to make any type of headway here tonight. Once he got to that top 3, that car's pretty much just stalled out.
A couple laps to go. Jeremy Payne, your leader. Terry Phillips second. Jason Hughes currently in third, with Ryan Gus in fourth. Rodney Sanders fifth. Travis Sawyer in sixth. John Sheets seventh. Tim Sitzer in eighth. Carrick ninth. And Tom Tillison in 10th.
Racing at Lakeside Speedway, our qualified A main will tape the top 6 in total points from tonight's racing, as this time around we will be bringing this field to the white flag. Jeremy Payne with 1 lap remaining.
1 lap to go here, Lon, and Terry Phillips is right there. If he can catch a break through this lap traffic, it's going to be interesting. You see the 7J in front of race leader Jeremy Payne right there. There's Terry Phillips now entering corner number 1. Phillips slips just a little bit down the back straightaway for the final time. 2 lap cars, 1 gets in front of Payne. Lon Elke, bring him home one more time.
JP has to check it up. Terry Phillips can see him in his sights, but can he do anything with him? Payne will split the lap traffic and come to the line. Your winner of night number 2. Terry Phillips will finish second. Jason Hughes brings it home third. Ryan Gustin to number 4 spot. And a rocket, Rodney Sanders, wraps up the top 5, as that will take care of action here tonight in a action-packed night 2 for the Kenny's Tile against Seaberg Muffler feature event. As congratulations, Jeremy Payne, the top 4, started 4th and comes home with our feature win.
Great run by Payne, and of course Phillips in second. Jason Hughes finishes in third tonight. A great run by him. Ryan Gus in fourth. Rodney Sanders in fifth. On back through the field. Great battles with Travis Sawyer and John Seats in 6th and 7th. Back there as well, Tim Setzer in 8th. Tim Carrick 9th. And Tom Tillison Jr. unofficially round out your top 10 here tonight, Lon.
Couldn't ask for more than this on a Thursday night special. Tomorrow night we'll be right back here. So race fans, once again, on behalf of the entire USRA Lakeside Speedway, hot laps beginning at 7, racing at 7:30. Tomorrow night we'll do late models and modifieds. That will be coming up tomorrow night. So we hope to see you right here at Lakeside Speedway. We'll wait to bring Jeremy Payne up front for some photographs, and we'll see where the points will stack up when they tabulate it off of time trials as heat race here tonight. But that Allgaier New Vision Graphics Integra package out of Springfield, Missouri, back on the money and looking very strong for that Saturday night feature. Lloyd Collins down there from Fast Track Photography. Congratulate. Second win here at Lakeside Speedway this season for Jeremy Payne. Wait for him to get the safety equipment off. There he climbs, folks. Give him a nice hand. Jeremy Payne out of Springfield, Missouri. Brian Birch down there to say, that's the way we set it up. Just drive it. And he drove it right to victory lane again here tonight as Trenton Berry is down trackside. So on behalf of Lakeside Speedway and our entire staff here this evening, as always, we thank you for coming out and enjoying this activity. Until tomorrow night, have a safe drive home. Be patient on your exit. And we'll see you tomorrow night. As so long and good night, everybody.